Dividend and interest. Under this topic, we will now be studying the legal provisions on dividend and the legal provisions for declaration of dividend. Before we study the legal provisions related to the declaration of dividend, let us understand this topic. Dividend, it has to be declared only on the recommendation of the board of directors. It is only the board of directors who can recommend this dividend. This dividend has to be recommended by board of directors and it is declared at the annual general meeting along with the shareholders. The board of directors meeting has to be held to finalize the rate of dividend and also the amount to be paid. So in this meeting, a resolution has to be passed for the same. The shareholders' approval at the annual general meeting is done by passing an ordinary resolution. The shareholders agree towards the rate of dividend that has been recommended by the board of directors. The dividend, it can be paid by utilizing various modes of payment like dividend warrant or electronic transfer. Dividend warrant is sent at the registered address that is mentioned in the register of members, or it is sent by electronic transfer, that is, it is directly credited in the bank account of the shareholder. So now we will be studying about the various legal provisions related to the declaration of dividend. We begin the legal provisions for declaration of dividend. The first, that is board meeting. A board meeting has to be held by the board of directors before the annual general meeting. In this meeting, they decide about the rate of dividend and all the details related to it. In this board meeting, they pass a resolution related to the amount of dividend that has to be given. They decide about the rate of dividend as per the final accounts that have been held. It also decides about the amount of dividend, that is, from the net profit, the amount that has to be declared as dividend to be given to the equity shareholders. The board meeting also finalizes about the closure of books. This closure of books has to be done whenever the dividend has to be declared. This is done to avoid any transfer of shares that would take place. The date of dividend on which the dividend has to be given has also to be finalized. It also decides the date of the annual general meeting so that the shareholders can be informed about it and the relevant discussion takes place and the finalization of this rate of dividend takes place. In this, the shareholders' approval is very much important, and then only the declaration of dividend takes place. A bank at which a separate account has to be maintained for dividend, and so a separate account in which the entire amount of dividend is transferred, and so in the board meeting the above things are being decided. Shareholders' approval. The shareholders' approval is very much important before the declaration of dividend takes place. This is going to take place in the annual general meeting. In this annual general meeting, the shareholders are informed about the recommended rate of dividend and the amount of dividend that has to be given. The declaration of dividend takes place only after the approval from the shareholders is received, and this takes place after a resolution has been passed. The approval of this dividend takes place by passing an ordinary resolution. The rate of dividend can be lower than or equal to the rate of dividend recommended by the board of directors. Therefore, in this annual general meeting has to be finally approved, and this approval takes place only by the shareholders. Care has to be taken by the company that once this dividend has been declared, that is, and resolution has been passed, then it cannot be revoked, that is, it cannot be cancelled. Therefore, the company has to be very careful when this dividend has going to be declared. The dividend declared cannot be again declared in the same year. That is, in the annual general meeting when there has been an ordinary resolution passed for it. After that, the board of directors cannot postpone this dividend. Neither can they declare the same dividend in the same year. That is, once this dividend has been declared, it has to be compulsorily paid to the shareholders. Separate bank account. A dividend whenever declared has to be maintained in a separate bank account. For this, the company opens a separate dividend account in a scheduled bank. The account has to be opened within 5 days of its declaration. And the additional requirements for listed companies. Every listed company has to follow certain additional requirements in relation to the declaration of dividend. The stock exchange has to be informed at least 2 days in advance of the board meeting to be held. So, this stock exchange has an intimation about the declaration of dividend that would be taking place. After the declaration is to be taking place, then it also has to be informed to the stock exchange. That means the stock exchange has to be informed whenever the recommendation from the board of directors takes place and also after the declaration of dividend takes place. The company has to give notice of book closure to the stock exchange at least 7 days before the closure. It means that the shares cannot be transferred when the declaration of dividend has taken place. The declaration of dividend is going to be informed to the stock exchange so that the stock exchange does not allow any of its shareholders, any of the members to transfer their shares. And this has to be given at least 7 days before the company closes the books. To close register of members and transfer register, the company has to close the register of members and transfer register so that the company can give the dividend to the concerned members whose names are mentioned in the register of members. Usually, this is done for a period of 15 days. The dividend payment has to be done through ECS NIFT as approved by the RBI. And so this dividend declaration has to take place over here electronically. For the listed companies, it is always compulsory that the dividend has to be given in the electronic mode itself. The dividend has to be expressed on per share basis only. It means that if a share is of rupees 10 and whatever is the amount that is going to be received, the dividend has to be given as per the shares that have been received from the members. So, the dividend is going to be declared as per that. It is not on the amount that has going to be received, but on the amount per share that is going to be received from the shareholder. Prohibition to pay dividend. There are certain situations when a company cannot pay the dividend to the equity shareholders. It cannot pay dividend on equity shares if it has not repaid any of the deposits or interest on deposits during that financial year. if there were any deposits due during that particular year to be repaid, and if the company has not paid off those deposits, company cannot give dividend to the equity shareholders. The company cannot declare dividend if the company has defaulted in the redemption of debentures or any interest related to it. The company has to first pay off those debentures which are due during that particular financial year. The company also has to redeem off any of the preference shares that were supposed to be paid off during that financial year. The company also has to see to it that it has paid off any of the interest on the loans that has been taken from the financial institutions. Therefore, it means over here that dividend on equity shares has to be paid only if the company has no such dues left over here. That is the reason it is said that dividend is being paid to the equity shareholders and it is called as a residual income. The company has to take care that no such amounts are due to be paid to the outsiders. Thank you, one and all. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel.